Hi there, Stephen Barnes. Let's see, it says live video is starting. Trying a couple different ways to do this because I feel that the message that I'm trying to do right now is important. So I'm going to try. I've actually tried a couple other ways. So let's hope that this works and let's get into it. So let's start by saying this is Steve Barnes, creator of Life Writing and Fire Dance and the Magic Formula. And if you want to learn more about these things, you can go to Stephen Barnes List, www.stephenbarneslist.com. Or if you want the Magic Formula book, you can go to www.realheroesjourney.com. So let's start with a quote that Earth rejoices in our words, breathing, and peaceful steps. Let every breath, every word, and every step make the Mother Earth proud of us. Amit Ray. Breathe. If you will do this with wisdom, fear turns into energy. If the message of fear is to act, there simply aren't always easy goals presenting themselves. Like act, but do what? What shall I do? What you have to do is deal with the thing that triggered the fear, or you will lose your potential for real growth. So here are a few thoughts about that. The first, for all people who are involved in life writing and the magic formula and fire dance, is breathing. The 5 minute miracle. Specifically, do 60 seconds of deep, slow, diaphragmatic breathing once an hour, at least 5 times a day. Two, the morning ritual. The first hour of the day should be a diamond hour, 60 minutes that belong to you, programming your biocomputer to be the person who can survive the storm, laugh at life, and provide shelter for the people you love. Specifically, decide to become that new person, one who has real clarity and power, as well as love and compassion. Decide to use the negative emotion to drive positive behaviors. You understand that? Negative emotion to drive positive behaviors. I find it fascinating that I started the 75 Hard program this week. It's an interesting coincidence, huh? It's designed to show you every weakness in your basic functioning and transform you into someone who can accomplish your dreams, which means escape suffering, embrace joy, and be of service. This requires an abundance of physical, emotional, and financial resources. In other words, you have to be a hero. So the first thing you have to do is admit the desire to change, the desire to be a hero, to not be a victim of circumstances or your own emotions. I mean, frankly, your only other options are either line up behind a hero to support a hero or to give up. I mean, that's pretty much what you got. But that program, the 75 Hard program, is severe. And while I think anyone embracing it would become a stronger, more centered person, if it's easy to do it, you're a bad mother. I mean, it's not a joke. So let's take a look at what the program is. And remember, I am not suggesting that you try this. I will have a suggestion a little bit later on. The first one is to exercise twice a day, with a minimum of 45 minutes per session. One exercise session must be done outside. That means not under a roof. That means you are in the elements. Two, commit to a diet that moves you in the direction of your health and fitness goals. Three, no alcohol. Four, drink 1 gallon of water per day. Five, read 10 pages of some educational self-improvement related nonfiction. Six, take a scantily clad selfie to see your physical progress. Yes, every day, look at yourself nude in the mirror and take a picture of it. Or wearing underwear or a swimsuit or something like that. Let's not be crazy. You do this for 75 days straight. If you miss one thing on one day, you start back at day one. That will be an emotional challenge to a lot of people. It just will. I think the 75 Hard program is for people who want a hero level challenge without going on a dragon quest. But what about people who aren't ready for something like that? Well, if I was such a person, I'd say, honestly, I'm not ready for that, but I wish I was. Let me try something less severe. It won't have the same effects, but it will be enough to get me going, and I would feel no guilt, blame, or shame about making an estimation like that. That's just being realistic. Such a person could try what I see called the 75 Soft program. I see that on the internet too. It's not as great a challenge physically, emotionally, or in terms of executive function, but everything's relative. Frankly, I think the program is a perfectly sound yellow belt level discipline, with the 75 hard being a black belt level discipline. Be careful about this. Be realistic about where you are, and you'll succeed much more often in life. So, what are the 75 soft program is made up of four things. One, it says eat well, eat healthy food, and limit alcohol to social occasions. Two, exercise. Do 45 minutes of exercise each day with 1 day of active recovery per week. Four, drink water. Drink 3 liters of water each day. Four, read. Read 10 pages of a book each day. You can Google 75 soft. You'll find this stuff, and it's pretty good. Let's take a look at the differences. One, eat well. Eat well. That's pretty good. But it'll be useful to have a specific goal of increased energy, for instance. So if you have a specific goal, then you're saying, well, what diet will support that goal? Limiting alcohol, it would be possible to say that any dinner is a social occasion. So that would make it possible for you to lie to yourself and get drunk every night. So be very careful about that. Two, 45 minutes of exercise and 1 day off. That actually sounds perfectly good to me. I almost wish I'd seen that first, because one session, actually, that would be too easy for me, because I'm already doing that much, taking a day off. So I need something to push myself if I want to move forward. So 45 minutes of exercise and 1 day off. If you have not been exercising, that's fantastic. I mean, it's literally fantastic. It's wonderful as a goal. Step 3, drink water. Okay, reducing the amount of water a bit, that's fine by me too. I mean, it's tough chugging water every 30 to 60 minutes. And by the way, I guess it's time for me to chug some water. Man, oh man, it's all those pee breaks are not amusing. I'm telling you, and I have to stop drinking by about 9 o'clock at night, or I'll be getting up in the middle of the night to pee and not giving myself the time I need to recover. So the reduced amount of water drinking, that sounds good to me. Read 10 pages. An awful lot of my listeners and our fans, they're already reading, they're already reading fiction. So this would only be good for people who don't read at all. If you already read fiction, I think there's no good reason not to read self-help, growth, healing-oriented material. In fact, the very discomfort you feel about doing it is the thing that I want you to look at. You should be constantly seeking to grow, constantly seeking to expand, constantly learning new things. The idea you can't do right now, if you look at that as a matter of, I don't know how to do this yet, you put yourself in a positive state. So you're constantly seeking mentoring. You believe that it's possible, but you don't know how to do it yet, but you can learn. I think that's a mistake, unless you don't read it all. The exclusion of the photograph is interesting. There's no logistical or practical reason not to do it for most people. The problem is emotional, I think. Therefore, if you exclude it, be honest and say, I'm not strong enough for this, but I will be. And do the yellow belt level. Understand that one of the things you want is to be strong enough that photographing yourself naked is a joy. Whatever state your body is in, that you are grateful for your body and the resources to document your journey. This is what I would suggest to a student who is dealing with deep fear. Invest that fear in action designed to transform you into a hero who is committed to survive and grow enough to escape suffering, embrace joy, and protect your loved ones. Let me say that again. What I would suggest to a student who is dealing with deep fear is to invest that fear in action designed to transform you into a hero who is committed to survive and grow and thrive enough to escape suffering, embrace joy, and protect your loved ones. People, I don't want to be the bearer of bad news, but no one is coming to rescue us. You are the hero in the adventure of your lifetime. Once again, either be a hero, support one, or suffer. Wake up, folks. The clock is ticking. Namaste, Steve. And once again, if you'd like to be on my mailing list, that's www.stephenbarneslist.com, or the Magic Formula book, which is at www.richardbarnes.com. realheroesjourney.com. Thanks a lot. Take care.